Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the World Log Season 0. And today, as you can see, I have done plenty of progress in the world. Well, I revealed a little extra there. And in the, I think, 2 months since the last episode, I've done plenty of skull gathering. And I guess, technically, I think this is called a head. Yeah, zombie head. And then is this a skull? That's a good question. That's a head. And this is a head, isn't it? Yeah, it's a head. Okay, so I've done head and skull gathering, and I've gotten 2 or more of each. For wither skeletons, I have 3 more, and we're going to be fighting the wither later on today. And then also, I have had an extra creeper head that I used to make this banner, and it looks vaguely like my face. I mean, you can see it. It's there. Yeah. Alright, but of course, for the first half of the episode, as always, we're going to be taking a bit of a tour around the world to see what all the new updates are. Of course, I also got that loom for the banner that I mentioned in the last episode. So let's just start off in the basement. Oh yeah, actually, there's one tiny development. I got rid of the super smelter here. Or the, I guess, super smelter mini that I had right here. And I've used those materials to just make this composter to give me a little extra bone meal. Of course, I also have this very simplistic nether wart farm right here. And of course, a single cocoa bean farm. Let's go ahead and get my helmet back on. And then in the, I don't know, sub-basement, I've done a little tiny bit of interior design here. As you can see, it's still mostly stone because I kind of want to keep the mining aesthetic for this part of the area. But in here, I made a farming area just for all the simple farms that I didn't really want sitting out like an eyesore on the surface of the island. So I've moved them down, or I guess I built them in the first place down here. So what we have right here is a sugarcane farm. It's just a single module, and it's not too efficient, but I don't need it to be. Just because gunpowder is my limiting factor for making fireworks. Plus I also have a solution for getting around using fireworks that I'll talk about later. I don't think I did have a trident in the last episode, and I have another one that just needs to be enchanted, and I'm going to try and get, what is it called, Riptide on that one. Anyway, right here is a design similar to something I saw in an Ethos Lab video that used the fact that when the piston is extended, let's just extend it like this, light will be able to get to this soil here, and when it's retracted, no light will get through because of course there's no gap, is how the game interprets it. And so, if you plant a seed while there is light on the inside, it'll grow because of these dispensers. Do they all have bone meal? They have a fair bit. And then when it retracts, it'll break and give you back the crop. And it's kind of loud, so I'm just going to do a small run here. Oh, and I'm hungry. Alright. It's not the most efficient farm in the world because I haven't fine-tuned it, but as with a lot of the farms in this area, I don't need it to be too efficient because either I'm not using the items that much, like these crops here, or I am limited by another factor for crafting with these. Right here I planned to put maybe a flower farm, but I'm going to leave that up to the future me to figure out what to put here. And then on this wall, which is currently quite blank, I was thinking of putting a pumpkin and melon farm in the future. Of course, as you can see, I already do have a melon farm, and we're going to go ahead and check out that area next. Yeah, okay. We'll go to the nether a little bit later. Alright, anything else I wanted to show off in the house? No, that should be it. And oh, I'm already getting distracted. We'll touch on those 2 points in a second, and just check out the very rudimentary pumpkin patch. Of course, I also have elytra, and we'll talk about that later. So I've just been using this staggered pumpkin patch. So you have a row of pumpkins, and then a row of melons, and then a row of pumpkins, and then a row of melons. And that just increases the growth efficiency because of something Il Mango and the SciCraft crew calculated, as far as I recall. And so it's most efficient to stagger your rows. And then over here, another one of my banners, I set up a bee enclosure thing. So we have a wool quote-unquote tarp on the top here, and then of course we don't need it on this outside, which is just a buffer zone to keep anything from getting to my storage of honey, like some non-existent bears or something. And if I go ahead and head inside, we've got plenty of bees buzzing around. My honey is still manual harvest, but honestly it doesn't bother me that much to harvest these manually, just because I get a fair amount, and then also I have a boatload of slime because of the farm that I will be showing off in a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and... I've been trying not to use this crafting menu too much unless it's for compaction recipes, just because I'm stuck in the old Minecraft ways. We'll leave the honey blocks here. Alright, and then probably the biggest development on this island, the biggest development is, I'm not going to go inside through this, well I am, there we go, we've done it, but the angle I want to show off, because it's my favorite angle of this area, is if I stand on this column here. Absolutely beautiful view as far as I'm concerned. This is a view I'm proud of, so I'm going to take a screenshot, and that's going to be the thumbnail of this episode. Oh, it looks like the smelting just finished. And here I have 4 fuel efficient furnaces, and of course this, if it was using coal, would smelt 1 stack completely and to the exact amount of fuel required. Of course, because I'm using kelp, it does not exactly match up, but if I smelt in bulk, it doesn't really matter. And then of course, as you saw down here, we have extra smelting modules here, a bunch of super smelter minis or super smelter lights, whatever you want to call them. And of course we have the more popular design of super smelter, which I built off of what I understand of the design, and it's still got some kinks to work out, because if I look over here, oh, can my mouse cooperate? The furnace that was here wasn't receiving any items, and then the furnace right here wasn't receiving any fuel. So I took the fuel from this furnace's line and I just linked it up to this one. And it's, oh well, they're all empty because I was doing a boatload of smelting. Anyway, so I've got 3 different super smelters just in case I have some weird amount of items that I want to smelt and I don't want to waste too much fuel on it. Because if I have 15 items to smelt here, it's not really worth using this smelter, even though it does 15 exactly, because then I'd waste a whole bunch of fuel. So instead I would use one of these super smelter lights. Anyway, a slightly more interesting farm that I just got done last night is this Cobblestone Generator. So on the bottom here, oh, mouse, hello. Is going on. Alright, so if I pull that lever, you'll see that the cobblestone starts generating, and if I pull this lever, you will see that TNT starts dropping out. And there we go. So once that bridge refills at the bottom, a new TNT will get launched down. I could probably use to slow it down, the TNT down somehow up there, just so I can get a little bit more efficiency out of the bottom. But honestly, just in the making of this farm, I got more cobblestone that I'll probably use within the span between episodes. But anyway, let's go ahead and turn off the TNT. Alright, and then let's turn off the cobblestone. Something's pushing back here, and I don't know what it is. Oh, it's the it's the item elevator. So the cobblestone will end up in this hopper going into this chest, and of course down below, to get to this hopper in the first place, we have a water stream that brings everything into this hopper here, which goes into an item elevator that brings it up to this hopper through a dropper vader, if I can access it right there. And there you go. All fairly simple stuff. I'm going to refill the cobblestone because I can. And yeah, this is actually, I think it's my first industrial cobblestone farm. Usually I just use the single block farms. That usually serves my purposes just fine. But this is fully automated, so I don't have to do anything but flick these two levers in a very careful order as to not blow myself up again. Anyway, that is the smelter area, the forgery. That's when you fake a signature. The forge. Yeah, that's the name for it. Alright, and it looks like it's nighttime, so I'm going to go ahead and sleep real quick. And see if there's anything else that I missed in the house. Oh yeah, I got the shovel system working. I also have shulker boxes, of course. In the same trip I got the E-Flytra. Ooh, quality joke. And so I got this shovel system up and running. Alright, let's go ahead and sleep. I'd say there's about a 40% chance that I remember to put armor in here. Yeah, that's about right. Alright. And I think the last thing on this island to look at is I did a little bit of terraforming here. This used to be just a sheer drop-off, or yeah, basically a sheer drop-off like what you have here. And what I did is I made a little hill. I did a very rudimentary terraform here to make an overhang cliff thing. And let's go ahead and take a look at that like so. There we go. Let's get a little lower of an angle. There we go. We have a little bit of a cliff and an enderman being mischievous. That's an axe. That's a shovel. There we go. Not F3, F1. Here we go. And I think that's every development on the island so far. Oh yeah, right. There's one last thing. Oh yeah, I kind of want to show off my water wheel too. So, hey, that worked out. I made this kelp farm. I moved the big kelp harvesting area by the village island, and I just dug a trench here and filled it with all the kelp that I would need, and that's so I can collect all of the fuel that I use in the smelting area. And of course, my first ever water wheel, tried to make it look at least semi-decent. I'd say it worked well enough. And then underneath, let's get rid of you. But one thing I do want to mention is that for whatever reason, probably because I'm surrounded by mostly ocean, or something like that, the land is all lit up, so there's not a lot of mobs spawning on the land. So what happens is in this darker area, because of course light blocks, or water blocks light the farther deep you go into it, and so a ton of drowned spawn in this kelp farm and come and attack me, and quite a few times they've had tridents, and that's how I got my second trident. So that was kind of lucky, because I've been wanting Riptide for this area for obvious reasons. Alright, let's go ahead and head down here, because I found out that the... Was that me taking damage, or was that a creeper? Sounded a little bit like a creeper. Anyway, This goes off to my strip mine, and that's how I initially found this area. It connects up to a abandoned mine shaft, and that's how I originally got here, just traveling around the tunnels. Actually, I think I came from this one. Anyway, we've got a cave spider farm. It's not the best, but it works if I want string, and that's really all I'm using this farm for, because I've been using the zombie spawner over at the village island for my main XP source, which I should really get started on a new XP farm, just so I can mending up my netherite tools a little bit faster. As you can see, out of all of those spiders that spawned, we have a total of... Wait, is that 2 now? A total of 2. Magnificent. So let's go ahead and kill them here. Not a ton of XP. Anyway, yeah, I'll keep those on me, because I'll be going to my storage room next. But yeah, that's just linked up at the bottom of my kelp farm because the coordinates worked out. And then I don't have to travel through my strip mine and the maze that is the abandoned mine shaft. Alright, let's go ahead and clear our inventory, and then we can go ahead and head off to the other islands. Let's see. Mob droppings. Nether wart. Crops. Grass goes right here. Do I have any torches to grab? Not really. I'll craft some more real quick. Sticks and coal, and there we go. We have a decent amount of torches. Alright, yeah, I guess I can visit that island. I'll use fireworks to get back. Was that a piece of glass in the water? I'm not sure. Anyway, because last episode the TNT farm, or not the TNT farm, the tree farm that helps me make high-powered explosives called beds. Enderman. Okay. Got exploded by a creeper, and of course now I have glowstone and I've lit up the area to a nice level so that no creepers will be spawning on top of the wood. And let's see. Yep, just fixed up this this piston wall here. And so now the tree farm works as intended. So I go ahead, make sure I have bone meal. Cool. Pull the lever. There we go. And there we go. I already have a profit of saplings just from those 3 trees. Profit of 7 saplings, wow. So I nearly, or I over doubled the amount of saplings I got back. Or I guess I tripled the amount of saplings I planted because I got those 3 back in this stack. Ooh. Alright, let's go ahead and place those back in here. I'll leave the grass block behind. So yeah, tree farm is fully functional now, and I don't have to worry about creepers either. But that's all the development to look at over here. I think maybe I had a turtle setup on this little ridge. No, it's over at that island. And I guess we can fly over to this island next then. Nothing much on that island, by the way. Just a bunch of charged creeper holes, because that's where I went to farm skulls when it thunderstormed. Alright, so over here, as you can see, if you're familiar with the design, I have a very simple setup for an iron farm. Once again, not the most efficient thing, because I didn't really care to make the most efficient thing, because I don't need it. But it is completely automated, so I don't have to do anything other than AFK over here. And of course it's gotten me a fair amount of iron. Obviously you can see I haven't taken any of the roses here. So if you know the drop rate calculations, you can figure out how much iron I've made out of this farm so far. And then of course I made a little checkpoint here. So if I go ahead and close the door here, I can sit inside and make sure, I don't know, no turtles make their way over to the iron farm to steal my iron. Yeah, that's the idea of this build, 100%. And of course, just for consistency's sake, I put a button down here for the little gate, even though it doesn't move. Oh, and we have this friendly tree here. Is it a jungle sapling? It is. His name is Herbert. That's about all I have to say about that. So let's go ahead and move on. Oh yeah, also, actually I think I did run out of name tags. So this guy might not be named anymore. I technically did accidentally have an accident over here. This guy's name used to be Ryuga, for obvious reasons. But because I accidentally died, and I was working on changing this system out for a water-based system. So this used to be redstone controlled right here. The delay for scaring the villagers. An iron golem spawned here. I tried to knock him off the pillar, and he killed me, and then Ryuga there took my armor, and I had to kill him to get it back, because of course I'm wearing netherite, and it was the cheaper route. But now I'm down one name tag. Anyway, one thing I did set up around the world here, well, only 2 of them, but 2's still a decent amount, are dolphin enclosure cases. And so if I start swimming here, I can speed on up, and then with my elytra, because I activated them before going into the water, I can get myself a decent boost. There's one right there as well. And over here at the village, really not any updates. I said I was going to make a villager tower here, maybe by next episode, if I decide to go through with that plan. But realistically, these villagers have been serving me quite well just on their own. And I think one of the larger projects between episodes here was getting this entire area cleared out of water. So now we have going most of the way up. I could have fit 2 more layers in here if I wanted to, but at the same time, it's probably not worth the work. Also, apparently I forgot to do this, so I'm going to do it now. I have to be a little careful about how I do it too. Alright, offhand, break that, close that, hopefully. Yes, no water got in, and now the highest point in this area is now probably the fence posts of the golems enclosure there. But anyway, slimes will spawn on this platform. Go ahead and approach the golem, and as you can see at the bottom there, the golem at the bottom can hit through the little gap I gave him and start killing the slimes off. As you can see, tiny slimes. And those go up to this collection point. And if we can catch some items going through, we should be able to see. I drowned. Hello there. How's it going? Oh, here we go. Items are coming up now that I've been in the area for long enough. And the slimes just shoot up through that chute, get caught by this, tried to make it look like something. I'm going to call this a slime bee. Doesn't really look like a bee, but it's kind of close enough to how some people build their bees. Well, anyway, that fills up all these chests with slime, and of course, as you can see, I've gotten a boatload of slime that I'm going to compact right now in front of your very eyes. Wow. Absolutely riveting content. Let's close up that recipe book. Alright, let's see, is there anything else that happened in between episodes that I'm forgetting about? I don't think so, at least not in this area. So, what we're going to do is head over to the Nether, because there are some minor developments. Yeah, I've got one in my ender chest, so I should be good to go. Alright, here we are at my nether area. I've moved the portal from all the way down there up to here, just so I can get places a little faster, plus I can enjoy my enclosure here. Now what I do want to do is kill that hoglin. Get out of here. Why are you not dead? There we go. There we go. Alright. So, over here, I've done a little bit of cleanup. As you can see, there are some trees still going through the ceiling. A lot of trees actually going through the ceiling. But I've gone ahead and made the area a little bit nicer to walk around in. I got this nice walkway here, going over to this still kind of ugly tunnel, actually. But down this tunnel is the end of a minecart track. And if I ride the minecart track, we can go all the way towards the end, or end nether portal. And actually, I've said a lot of things were the biggest project between episodes so far, but the one I'm going to right now definitely takes the cake. So this here is our end portal, or end nether portal, rather. That goes to the stronghold. And then over this way, after we take a short-ish minecart ride, short-ish, there's a bastion right there. I don't think I've looted it yet, so we might be able to do that on camera either this episode or next episode. I don't actually know what what special loot you can find in a bastion. So that might be an adventure to do. Anyway, oh yeah, the portal I stopped at right there went to the jungle. And this portal here goes to, I'm not really sure where. It was just a portal remnant that I fixed. You can see the remnants of old pathways to get where I'm going as well. Just going on over there. All very precarious stuff. But now, we're just about at the destination here. Just at the end of the fog. Actually, there might be another zigzag. Yeah, slight zigzag. And then now, at that drop there, we'll get to where we're going. Do I have anything? Okay, good, I'm wearing gold. And at the bottom here, you'll be able to see a nether fortress. I don't know if I showed this in the last episode. I don't think I did. But what you'll be able to notice is... Oh, hello. First of all, let's go ahead and kill the magmas, because those boys are dangerous. Get out of here. I do not want you in my farm. Alright, I think that's the best I can deal with them. As you can see, I've set up a wither skeleton farm. Oh, wait, did that guy just drop a skull? I don't think so, actually. Alright, well, we'll be able to keep on going to the slightly better parts of this farm here. I'm going to want to put that down like that. And then over here, we've got another chamber for wither skeleton spawning. And what you'll be able to see in the background is why this area took the cake for biggest project between episodes. And that is because if I get all the way up here to the final little chamber of wither skeleton spawnage. Oh yeah, there's also a blaze spawner right there and a blaze spawner right there. If I stand on this roof, both of them activate. But I haven't set up anything specific for the blazes to collect into, so it's just 2 chambers that are out of use. Anyway, yep, so that's the final wither skeleton spawning chamber. I ran out of cobblestone for the first one you saw, hence why I built that cobblestone farm. But if I take a good old fly out here, you'll be able to see, actually, let's fly over the lava lake, make sure my elytra is good to go, that I've done a boatload of slabbage. Granted, it's still not as much as some YouTubers do off camera, but of course I got the main bits of the Nether Fortress here, which was the main part of the project, because of course that's where the wither skeletons can spawn, and of course the farther reaching areas are not slabbed over yet. But anything from this line that way is already slabbed. And that has helped with wither skeleton spawn rates, and is how I got 5 skulls, 3 of which are in my ender chest. And that is everything that I've done between episodes that I can think of. Pretty sure. Farmed some netherite. Oh yeah, also I went shulker box gathering, and because that should be the end of the tour section of this episode, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the footage of past me gathering up those shulker boxes, and I'll let him decide what to do with that footage. So, while I go ahead and travel back, go ahead and enjoy that. Okay, it is me from the past, with no shulker boxes, and of course, for everything that you've seen today to happen, I need to get a bunch of shulker boxes in order to increase efficiency and storage capabilities, and get some actual storage going on, because I'm still using this. Just grouping of chests. So for that, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that in a form of a time-lapse montage thing with the musics in the background. Yeah. So I have what I need to use in the end. So let's go ahead and get into it. Actually, first of all, let's go ahead and just show off the flying machine design that I'll be using to bridge between islands initially. Let's just get somewhere where I know I'm going to run into something. Okay, we're over here. Yeah, leaves are removable, right? Probably not. Anyway, let's go ahead and start the design. So, slime block, piston, 2 pieces of honey, piston. Oh, and I forgot the observers. Alright, now that I have observers, oh, there's a zombie villager. Well, he won't be much of a problem for long, because we're going to place observer there, and then get away. I place this button and I'll get dragged along, and of course honey keeps you stuck to the block. Am I going to destroy this tree? Oh, I am. Alright, well, let's go ahead and break this down then. And of course when I'm above an island I'll be able to collect the blocks that fall down. And yeah, that's how I'll be getting between islands and other structures. And I guess I'll have to deal with you. Oh boy, that's stuck in the sky now. That's my observer, not yours. Alright, well, I'll see you in the end with this time-lapse montage thing. Yeah. Let's go. Okay, we're back with shulker boxes, with me in the future, or is it the past, or is it the present? Who knows? But anyway, because I've been putting it off for when I'm actually recording the episode, let's go ahead and do the next segment of the episode as fighting. Okay. I don't know if you saw that, but I'm pretty sure there's a phantom kelp. It's just like popped into existence right there. And I've been seeing a phantom kelp just pop into existence when I'm walking around. But I'm pretty sure one just popped in right there. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Maybe. But I'm pretty sure there was a phantom kelp. Alright, anyway. We're not fighting the phantom kelp. We're fighting the wither. Because of course I have all these skulls gathered up. And, oh hey, my mouse does not want to comply. Cool. But because we're fighting the wither, I went ahead and decided to put on a special skin. So let's go ahead and do that. Get on my hero costume. There we go. I am now a hero worthy of vanquishing the wither. If you get the reference, you get the reference. So let's go ahead and head over to the end where we're going to be fighting the wither, because that is where we can find a very nice chunk of bedrock that the wither of course cannot break. And here we are in the end. Once again, you just saw this place. I haven't seen it for probably over a month. But what we want is the end portal over here. And this could be an absolutely terrible idea, which is why I'm going to be doing it. Alright, because I've got extra beds. Let's make sure the most important item, the wither skulls, are not in my inventory. I can lose all this other non-netherite stuff. Alright, but what I want to do is oh, hello mouse, come on, is take this bed here. Just place it right here. Place an endstone because endstone has high blast resistance, as far as I recall. Open hand. There we go. And that worked pretty much like I wanted it to. Let's get another bed from the Blaster Master chest. And break the endstone there. Can I just barely reach it? Probably. Make sure I eat up just in case. Empty hand. There we go. And that should be all the space that I need to pull off this stunt that I'm going to try. Alright. So, to find the center of the portal, you just have to look. It's right here. So, middle of this 3, middle of that 3. It's the center. Alright, and let's go ahead and put Blaster Master back in here, just so I don't lose all those semi-useful resources. Now, the wither is 3 blocks tall, which means I want to put the obsidian right here, hopefully. Now, I can't remember if 1.16 got rid of this, so this is why it's super dangerous. But potentially, the wither can escape this, which is not great. Which is why I brought a little extra protection, just for emergency's sake. Now I kind of want the wither to fight some endermen. Okay, I might have looked at someone. Yes, I did! Hello! Whoa, that's a strong boy. Because if the wither kills some endermen, that means, well, I have extra skulls, so it's not that big of a waste of time. But if the wither kills some endermen, that will drop wither roses, which of course is really good for improving a wither skeleton farm. Although I have all the skulls I actually need, so maybe it's a little bit of a pointless endeavor, but might as well do it if I have the chance. Anyway, on to the actual exciting stuff of fighting the wither. Now I did make a backup just in case the wither escapes into this portal here, because that goes directly to the center of my home island, and that would be extremely bad, so I just decided I'll make a backup and reload it in case something like that happens. Anyway, the feet of the wither go on the obsidian, 3 skulls, and oh boy, are you trapped? I hope so. And he should start taking suffocation damage. Okay! And he's gonna slowly shoot himself to death, which is exactly what I want. Now, how close can I get here? I can get pretty close. So if I'm smart about how I do things, right, if I can get some Enderman down here in time, because I think if I take any steps close, oh wow, I actually have to be really close to take any potential damage. Alright, but I gotta be extra careful. So let's look at some guys. Okay. Let's get him down here. Are they not taking any damage from the wither? I'm surprised. I figured they'd be taking hits. Huh. I guess not. Oh wait, hold on. They were taking hits up here maybe. It sounds like maybe some of them are taking hits. Yeah, like that guy I think just took a hit. Yeah. Maybe. Alright, everybody, let's get in a... Okay, he flew up. These explosions look a little larger, so let's see, maybe I can anger some extra Endermen. It seems like maybe those Endermen got killed off. Maybe. I'll be able to check if they got killed because the wither roses will probably have dropped into the portal. Oh, I need to make sure. Yeah. Alright, cool. Now I can craft a beacon. Any wither roses? I doubt it. Alright, but that's what we came here for. Everything went smoothly. I don't need to load my backup. I've got the star. Just check around, maybe they teleported when they died. Or if they died. And they clearly lost interest in me at the very least. But I'd like to think that the wither at least killed a couple of them, and then we can of course increase our efficiency for our farms. I mean, I hear Enderman going crazy. Oh wait, they probably went through the portal. Let's see. Yeah, right here. A little bit of XP. No wither roses. Hello there, stealing my dirt. Alright, now that I've been distracted for a sufficient amount of time, we can figure out the beacon recipe. I believe it's 3 obsidian, 5 glass, here we go, glass, obsidian, and nether star. Beacon! Alright, and because I did a smart amount of preparation, let's also organize my inventory a little bit. We can build that beacon right away. I want to say it's 2.5 stacks of blocks for a full beacon. And the question is, where do I want this beacon? That's a good question. Where would I want a beacon? This hill, even though there's absolutely nothing happening right here, and no reason to have a beacon, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I want to go this way a little bit? No, I don't. 8, 9, and then we fill this in. And there we go. Bring home the beacon and beaconator. Let's get that in here. What do we want? I have no idea. Actually, what would be useful here? Speed and jump boost would be fairly useful here. I don't really need haste because I'm not breaking anything. Ooh, actually haste 2 might be useful because I think the next project in between episodes that I definitely want to work on is well, I don't even know if it reaches all this way, but in this little area here I want to put in like a sort of black market potion area. It's gonna look like a potion shop of sorts, but it's just gonna be a farm that has a shop as a front. Yeah, beacon doesn't reach over here. No, just barely doesn't reach over here. Alright. But yeah, that is that ready to get made. Alright, and the final thing that was the main plan for the second half of this episode was to use this shulker box. And what's in this shulker box? A bunch of beds, birch logs, beehives, scaffolding, oak fence, and chests are also in there. And what does that build? That builds a cat enclosure for Eleanor, Bosco, Grant, you, other person, Kit, Stevie, and where is it? Dave, the first cat, the best cat. Ooh, yeah, you don't have names, do you? Oh, you're second generation, and you're first generation. But yeah, these are all my cats, and what we're going to be doing here is building a... Oh wait, there's one more. How could I forget about... You don't have a name. Jelly. Because that's the name of the cat that cat is designed after. So with these blocks here, we're going to be building a cat area. Now we got birch logs, maybe as scratching posts, just because, I mean, why wouldn't cats want to get rid of the bark on birch logs as well, right? I don't have an axe. And then, if you don't already know, if I place a bed down here, one of you, who's going to do it? You're going to do it. There is a cat on the bed, so if it was nighttime... Oh, now they're all going onto the bed. They're all going onto the bed. If there's a cat on your bed, you can't sleep in it. Oh, and now kits, sit down. They're all just... all just localized onto the bed. Amazing. And then also chests. If you place down a chest, one of you who isn't on the bed is going to sit on that chest, and then I won't be able to open it. Because it's their favorite thing to do, to get in your way. Look, hey, there's an issue here. I can still access my Ender Pearl. Do any of you want to fix that? Also, I want to... Oh no, they do still follow me. Interesting. But yeah, let's go ahead and sit all these cats down. Oh, what? That is amazing. Ooh. I didn't know. What? That is adorable. Cats can lay down now. Dave's just being Dave. Amazing. Oh, but their head... This is a little bit crooked. I think he's supposed to... Or it's intended that he's supposed to be looking at me, but, yeah. Huh. That is amazing. Props to whoever thought of doing that at Mojang. Wow. Absolutely amazing. I don't know if... What happens... Okay, I'll just sit down. Yeah, I ruined the magic. But let's go ahead and sleep. And then I'll go ahead and... I think I'm going to head into a creative world and then kind of brainstorm some of my ideas for cat furniture. Alright, I have all my items ready to go. Also, I realized I had some beehives for this project as well. So I might replace some of the birch in some of the structures with beehives instead. Just for a little extra varied look. The beehives will probably go into that double-decker, if I'm to guess what I might do with them. Alright, and that double-decker will end up, I guess, in the middle, yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and start building, and I think it's probably best if I do this in the form of a time lapse. So let's go ahead and get started. purr when you sleep in the bed. Oh. Hold on, are they... in your right ear. Now in your left. That cat purrs. Okay. Alright, as you can see, I have all the cats in position, and this whole area is ready and done. And it is amazing. It is absolutely spectacular. This is by far my favorite project, even though it does absolutely nothing. Because it's cats. And I mean, if I unsit you, right, are you gonna lay down? No? Grant would probably lay down. Where are you going, Grant? Sure, you can sit up there. How about you? Well, where are you going? Oh, you want that bed? Alright. Jelly, what do you want to do? Oh, you want to sit on the... You want to sit on the chest? Is that what it is? If I sleep here... What if I push you over here? Yes. Amazing. The cat's gonna sleep on the bed with me. Oh, and where'd you go? Oh, you want that bed? Absolutely amazing. I mean, I'd leave you there, but if I walk away, you're gonna start following me, I think. No? Wait, really? You're not gonna teleport? Ooh. Interesting. Yeah. You're stuck there. I don't know if this is a permanent thing, which is my big concern. I don't want to be like in the mines, you know, above lava. And then, you know, Jelly just teleports down to me. But yeah, absolutely the best project ever. 10 out of 10 would build again. But because I'm going to spend the next few hours just kind of sitting amongst the cats, that's going to do it for today's episode. So, like, comment, and subscribe, and more cat content, I guess, to come. Bye. Look at the camera, Mr. No-Name Siamese Cat. No, not me. At the camera. I don't think he's going to cooperate. Well, I'll see you next time. Bye.